In this video, you'll learn how to choose the right tile for a new house, including the size, the material, and how they should match the design of your home. That's coming right up.
Welcome to Home Buyers School, brought to you by Brookfield Residential.
Hi everyone, I'm Carl. Welcome to another Home Buyer School video, a channel where you get the latest strategy, tactics, and tips from experts to help you with your home buying journey. Now remember, if this is your first time on this channel and you want to get the latest strategies from the experts, hit the subscription button below, hit the little notification bell so you don't miss anything. So today I'm joined by Rebecca Hotchkiss, interior designer with Brookfield Residential, and we're going to talk about choosing tile for your new home. So Rebecca, I guess let's start it off with, when we say choosing tile, do you mean floor and wall, right?
Yes, for sure. So I mean, in your home you have lots of floor tile as well as wall tile. They're used in different areas, but generally tile encompasses both floor and wall.
And what are the materials for, are they different for wall or floor, or is it the same? Or
Well, you can use a lot of the same materials.
Okay.
Porcelain, ceramic, they can be used on both floor and wall. There are some particular materials that you want to use for only wall. That would be glass tile. It's not something you want to put on the floor. It can be slippery, can break, can crack. That kind of thing. So moving to your ceramics and your porcelains are a little bit better for both applications.
When you're choosing a floor tile, which one would you recommend in terms of easier maintenance, pretty easy to install or so on?
So both the porcelain and ceramic, like we talked about, those are the most common.
Okay.
Porcelain is a little bit more durable, not as porous, so you don't have to worry about water absorption, that kind of thing. A little bit higher price point as well, so I mean both work for those applications. If you can fit the porcelain in your budget, I would go that way, but people use ceramic all the time and it's just fine.
And how about for your wall?
For your wall, I mean, again, these are going to be your lower price points of porcelain or ceramic versus glass. We even have a marble tile here that's kind of getting into the more detailed, more pattern, a little bit fancier. Those things are great for backsplashes. You can use them in small spaces and you don't have to worry about staining as much as you would for a larger surface.
Probably can't use the marble for your floor, can you?
You can, but we don't recommend it. These are marble looking tiles, but they're both porcelain or ceramic type. So it's maintenance would be a big thing with the marble tile, sealing, that kind of thing. So you can use it, it's more expensive, but not our first recommendation.
How would you go about choosing the best one for your home?
I mean, you'd have to look at your palette, your budget, your lifestyle. So, I mean, things like kids and pets, you might want something a little bit more durable. If you do something a little bit more polished like this, you worry about slipping, it may not be the best application in somewhere like a bathroom. So I think kind of looking at all those factors to figure out what suits your needs best and then sort of checking those boxes off.
So, Rebecca, how about the different tiles for each room in terms of choosing the right one for the right room?
I mean, a lot of that would have to do with color too. I mean, in your entry, it's probably where you put your muddy boots. You might not want something as clean and white as this. That may be something that's a bit more suited for a bathroom. Scale, the size of them too. Maybe in a bathroom, it's a little bit of a smaller area, you want a smaller scale tile, whereas in a larger space, you might want something a little bit larger to suit how large that space is.
And when you talk about color, how do you match that up with the rest of your home decor?
Some people like contrast. You could do a high contrast, darker than the walls, lighter than the walls. If you want your space to feel a little bit larger, kind of matching that same tone with the walls will make it all blend and feel a little bit bigger. It kind of boils down to personal preference and then other things you have working in that palette already.
And remember, if you want to know more about how to choose the right color for your interior, check out this video here and I'll leave it in the description below as well. When would you actually use different materials for I guess, the different rooms in your home for tile?
Again, personal preference. I mean, these are the most durable. They'd be the most versatile, easiest to clean, easiest to maintain, but you could go into something a little bit fancier, a little bit more special in certain areas. So people kind of emphasize that on backsplashes in bathrooms, maybe in the ensuite, or the kitchen backsplash. That's kind of a focal point for a lot of people. So doing something a little bit more intricate is generally maybe for a more kitchen suited area versus a bathroom floor, that kind of thing.
Let's go back to the floor. Should they be lighter or darker than your walls?
I mean, if you want to keep that kind of seamless flowing look, you can do something similar to the wall color. Some people do like a dark tile on the floor. Hides a little bit more dirt. Some people like that white, light, bright feeling. So it's kind of personal preference, but we're here to help along the way.
So Rebecca, did you have anything else to add in terms of choosing tile for a new home?
I mean, I'd say a big takeaway is scale. You can play with lots of different scales. We've shown a square 12 by 12 and a larger 12 by 24. The different sizes really play to your advantage, whether you're looking to make the space feel wider, feel longer, feel taller. If you want to create interesting patterns with different sizes of subway, different colors, that's really something you can do with the different scale of tiles.
Perfect. So the question of the day I have for you is, what material did you use in terms of installing your new tile, and why? Let us know in the description below. If you want to know more video about tiles and countertops, check out this playlist here, as well as our other videos on interior design right here. I'll see you in our next video.